Do you know how?
No. I've already screwed up. Well, hello everybody. This is Ranger Rob, and welcome to Ranger Rob podcast. We're a little late. I'm not sure exactly what the exact time is, but we had a little technical difficulties, so we apologize. And we haven't used this podcast software in a long time. So anyway, so some things on this computer aren't as familiar to me as they were because I haven't used it for a while. So anyway, so bear with us. And I also found that posting to the social media is different also. So I hope I did it right. So anyway, I have Debbie and John Sternberg on here. And hopefully we see John Pearson is having a crisis, as he says, snow crisis over there in Eugene. So apparently they get some snow too. And he said he might pop in if he can. So anyway, if he pops in, great. He says next week, if you're going to have a podcast, I'll definitely be there. But anyway, so I'd love to hear what his crisis is. So anyway, John and Debbie, how are you?
Good. We're fighting the snow too.
You care to explain to me what happened on your computer?
My computer is stupid. You come up on my phone on Messenger, but you don't on my computer.
I don't know what to say.
I don't either.
I didn't do anything different.
To put a code in. I asked him to send me the code 3 times. It's still not here. So it's in cyberspace somewhere.
Huh.
So,
strange.
Yeah.
When's the last time you used your laptop?
A couple days ago.
Oh, okay. So the reason we're having a podcast tonight, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. I was outside doing the pigs and I was freezing. I am not going to go around the property with a camera. And by the way, when it's freezing temperatures, the battery, even though I have 2 batteries, but the batteries in the GoPro that we use for doing our show lasts about half the time than normal. So it's kind of frustrating. So I get half the story done. And it's like I go in, charge up the phone, the GoPro, which takes a half hour to an hour. And then I got to remember where it was. Anyway, so it's like, why don't I just do a podcast? Because we haven't done one in a while. And now I know why I haven't done a podcast, because obviously Debbie has no idea how to use her computer.
Quit telling my secrets, Rob.
And in the meantime, there's more to this story. So trying to get the podcast software going again, because I confess I shut it down and just went into a free mode, which is really chintzy and you can't use half the tools on it. So I ended up turning on my subscription again, but only kind of half of it. And then since I only have half of the subscription I had before, there's a few things I couldn't do this time. And because I have to relearn this, I go, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to actually read the instructions. So anyway.
So you're saying that it took you all day and it took me 15 minutes. Is that what I just heard?
No, not exactly. So, first of all, it's Central Oregon for those of you watching, and I did put an invite to Rev, but I haven't heard from him. But anyway, so we might see at least John, and Rev might pop in, but I haven't heard any notes from him. But it was
Yeah,
very last
I
minute.
think he's still working nights.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up on things lately. So anyway, if you look outside in my place, we got buried pretty much today with at least 4 to 5 inches of snow.
Yeah,
Would you
I'd say
say?
it's pretty close to 6 in our backyard.
Yeah.
Well,
And
God,
it's still
God is
snowing.
more bitter at you than me, so I didn't get 5 inches.
We'll bring you a truckload.
So anyway,
I'm not going out there shoveling it though.
yeah. So I know my paddocks. So what I got left. So if anybody's out of date with our homestead, we have 4 pigs left, but 3 of them are breeders, and none of them are showing. The young one is still not old enough to go in with Desmond, my boar, because I swear my boar has gained 100 pounds. He's a monster. He's as big
It's
as.
winter time. Everybody does in the winter time.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if Annie's getting pregnant. She should have been pregnant by now, but it's late. So either it's too cold and he's just shriveled up, or he's just not interested in prepping, or he doesn't have the stamina. I don't know. It's like I may have to put him on a diet. So anyways, I don't know if I have piglets coming, but if I do, it'll be early spring.
That's a good time to have him anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I was
This
thinking
winter crap's for the birds.
I know I was thinking if I would have gone with the schedule I thought I was on, we would actually be getting piglets this month. And I'm looking outside and it's all this snow. I'm going, I'm really glad Desmond's probably smarter than the rest of us. So anyway, and I got a new pig, which her name is Ruby. And so she was a piglet at the time when I got her. Now she weighs over 150 pounds, so she's getting big. But she's not big enough to handle Desmond. So
Nah.
it's gonna be a while. So but she's a very rambunctious female pig, so that'll be interesting when she does meet the big guy. So or the big guy is just not gonna have enough energy. Because like give me an old lady, not this young stuff.
It'd be fun to watch him run around the pen though.
Yeah.
Catch her.
Well, actually, when he does run, I mean, it's like he still scoots along pretty good. So, yeah, but it's cold and they're moving slow anyway. But anyway, so how's your pigs doing?
Great.
They're growing. They
And
go
how many?
in April. 3 of them. We're keeping 2 of them.
So you got 5 total, right?
Yeah. The 3 are all taken for. So
Now I just want to remind anybody watching a show. Actually, both of our families are from Crooked River Ranch. So anything that we refer to, if you're local, for example, I was going to ask you, how many chickens do you have now?
What do you mean? How many chicken coops or how many chickens?
Both.
okay. I have new chicken coops. I am up to 8 chicken coops now, and I have around 34 chickens, and I think 19 in the incubator.
Wow. So how many eggs are you getting a day?
A good dozen.
Yeah. The reason that's why I wanted to bring the subject up is now we still get our eggs, but we don't get as many. And I have 3 to 4 normal customers that just they like our eggs and they just go with the flow, and they're very flexible if I don't have enough. So I'm getting just enough eggs to maintain what I got. But if anybody calls me that wants eggs, I just can't supply anybody.
Yeah,
And,
I have three customers now since I just talked to you the other day.
yeah,
I got 3 that takes them every week. They want them,
good.
and I still have plenty left over.
And for over here, people probably know I have Rhode Island Reds, and my Rhode Island Reds are like, this will be their 3rd year, I think. And so that means that they're getting to be kind of older chickens, and so they're not laying it as fast as they were. So we ordered 16 new Rhode Island Reds that will be here in April, which
And I was
doesn't
going
help.
to tell you, Winco has chickens coming in
Well,
every week.
yeah, but
They have chicks coming
I
in.
get mine from a regular hatching place, and I get them vaccinated too.
Yeah.
And so they get, and I get all the special um, uh, liquid additives when they're babies that comes from them. So I kind of get a kit. Plus, I get all my babies are vaccinated only because of all this stuff about bird flu and stuff like that. It's like so my babies are going to be almost like $5 a piece.
Well, that's what they're charging for most of them now. They went up
Wow.
so much from last year.
I
Because
mean,
remember last year I got all those meat birds for like they were a little over $2. Now they're $5 a piece.
wow.
Just for the
Yeah.
meat birds.
Huh.
And that's one of the reasons why, not because of the bird flu and all that. My issue is the shipping keeps going up. It was like $79. My whole bill was, I think, $63 for the 50 chickens.
Yeah.
But the shipping was just outrageous.
Yeah. In fact,
And that's why
I
I'm
can't even
hatching
tell
my
you what
own out.
I'm not sure if my price is including shipping or not. So it could be even more. But I wanted.
Yeah. Who'd you go with?
I always go with McPherson or whatever they call that place.
Oh, yeah. I've gotten birds from them.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had really high quality chickens from them and the roadies from them. So I've always been happy with that, and rather pay the extra money for just to make sure that I know that their facilities are really high quality. So,
Yeah.
and every time I've got chicks too, I've never lost one at all. So,
Yeah, I've gotten chicks from them. I've got them from backyardchicken.com, I think is what it is.
yeah.
And then I've also gotten them from Murphy's. And when I got them from Murphy's, I lost 3 of them as soon as they got here.
Wow.
Which it could have been the stress from shipping. And then I used I think it's called Terrence, or it's in Terrence, Oregon.
I'm trying to find the name for you. I use my other screen so I don't have my face planted. How to say sales maple do. Hang in there. I probably used the most expensive place to get chicks.
Actually, they're all right now, because I've been looking a lot. Almost all of them are about the same price.
I should have called you first just to get
know
exactly what the prices were.
Jenna.
And, oh yeah, it's a McMurray hatchery.
McMurray. Yeah.
And actually, they don't have. Actually, for shipping, it shows $15. So pretty good, actually.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, but
is there anywhere from 39 to 79?
Wow. But it says UPS shipping surcharge. So it could be more. So I just thought I'd check. You had to be curious. And oh, by the way, I'm still alive.
Yes, you are.
Listen.
Say hi to John Pearson.
Is he online?
He's in the comments, but I
Oh, he
can't.
is. Oh, I haven't looked
can't
at it. There he is.
comment back.
I see a Jana, and then this is from
Tangent, Oregon.
Jenna.
what was that?
What, Tangent?
That's where John Pearson
That's
is.
next to Eugene.
I didn't know that was the name of his town.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's where the chicken farm is too.
Wow. Okay.
Anyways,
Oh, okay.
hi.
I'm getting so confused.
Sorry, I can't
Good to
reply
see you.
back yet.
I'm not used to looking at the comment screen either, so
I know.
good to see John. Yeah. So, John, you got to tell us what your issues are with freezing temperatures there in Eugene.
Yeah, it won't let me make comments on here right now. My computer's stupid today.
You got a stupid computer.
That's all I gotta say.
Stupid.
Maybe you need to connect with YouTube.
I did it last time, and I did it when I wasn't talking because I'm afraid to cut us off.
Oh, okay.
I will work on it.
We'll just do the best we can. I'm just grateful that we are actually got around to doing another podcast. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I miss doing it.
I'm kind of thinking that I need to kind of do this more regularly, like we used to.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people used to say, "Hey, I watch podcasts all the time," and I'm thinking, "Oh, well, I haven't done one in about 6 months." So,
well, you had some pretty significant health issues, so
yeah,
people understand.
I have to get my bravery back because some of the things I've been worried about is like, speech was one, and two is my vocabulary and all that, and recall all that. And so when you have a stroke, you don't know exactly if you are stuttering or anything like that.
That's why you got your besties here to help you through it.
That's right. So anyway, so I'm getting, now I'm thinking, really there's nothing holding me back. And the worst thing in speech with me would be just a hesitant of looking for a unique word or something.
Sorry.
See,
dealing with frozen hoses. Oh, that's a pain.
Empty propane
tanks. We went through that, John. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
Ramp that at solid ice, so forth.
So just put your clamp-ons. So last year, because the snow was so bad, I got clamp-ons on my shoes. I haven't had to use them, but if it freezes and ices over, it just about killed me last year. And tell your roommate that we can't see her.
Bailey, they can't see you.
Hi. Trying to embarrass her.
That's my granddaughter.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Bailey, right?
Yeah.
Hi. You got to just get out of the shower?
Yeah. She has to work 6 a.m.
Wow.
So Grampy is going to take her into work tomorrow.
So she's basically a new roommate and has been living with you guys.
Been here?
About 6.
Yeah, she's been here almost a year.
Oh my gosh. What?
For March 1st.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. March 1st. Yeah.
Wow. That's when I had my stroke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to have one of those anymore.
Better not. I will have to hurt you.
So apparently John's changed the name of his place to Apple Farm and RV Park.
Oh, he said there was room.
Yeah.
He probably filled it up now.
He has room.
Because we didn't make it down there like we were going to.
Yeah. Yeah. This year got messed up. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I know why he wants me to come over there. He wants me probably to build him a chicken coop.
Or another pig farrowing house.
Yeah.
So since we're in the chicken conversation, what kind of chickens do you have now? What's the different varieties?
I have black copper Marylands. I think that's how you say it. And then, of course, I have the Red Rangers, and I have some Broad Rocks. I have Silkies. I have Polish. I have White Ots. And what was that?
Aussies.
Oh, what's that black one called?
AM something. It's
It's a real rare one. They're like $2,000, but the comb, the feet, everything, it's total black.
Wow.
It's a Marcardi.
No, it's the first part of it starts with an A. It's like AM, and the second it starts with a C.
Yeah, CAMI or something like that.
Something, I don't
But
know.
anyways, it's a really, you can't get them here.
They're from
Yeah.
Indonesia.
You can get them in the South though.
Yeah. So taking this conversation a little farther, you have red Rangers that you grew out, and you kept the rooster and you kept some hens,
Yeah.
and those are meat birds on a regular basis. So I'm just kind of quoting what you're saying is you grew them to full size. They started laying eggs. You started to incubate some of them, and so the ultimate goal is so she can recall basically a generation of Red Rangers of her own without having to order a whole bunch of chickens all the time.
And they're working.
Yeah, I've hatched out 2 already that's in the shop, and a brooder that's all feathered out. It can go out to the coop with the rest of them now.
And they
But I
grow.
want to rotate them. When I put 2 in, I want to take 2 out.
These
Yeah.
ones definitely grow faster than the other blackbirds that she's got in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hatched out 2 of the coppers
Yeah.
because I wanted to see if the eggs were actual fertile or not. Because these
Yeah.
were all new babies from last spring. So I didn't know if they were fertile enough or not. So
Yeah.
I went ahead and did a batch.
Well, it's an interesting experiment you guys are doing. And I gotta say, so I've gone over there to visit, and I got to see the full sized Red Rangers, and the roosters are beautiful. I mean,
Mhm.
because when you raise them as meat birds, you don't really see them fully grown out because they get butchered by then. But when they're a little bit
they're
older,
pushing 8 pounds.
Yeah,
Really?
we processed 1 girl,
yeah, it was 8
and
pounds.
it was 8 pounds.
Wow.
And the one that's in the brooder right now, I have a hen and a rooster.
Yeah.
And that rooster started crowing, and it's not even 4 months old yet.
Wow. Well,
But
I
he's as
remember
big as the rooster out there, almost.
the one thing
I
I
mean,
got
white,
a kick out
anyways.
of is when my Red Rangers got to teenage size, and the roosters that were in that batch, they all started crowing, but they all sounded like those rubber chickens.
I know they sound terrible.
That was really
When they
weird.
first start, they sound, what do they sound like? A
Rubber
horn
chickens.
or something?
Uh,
I mean, I've never heard a chicken sound exactly like a rubber chicken.
well,
Yeah,
the silkies are actually worse.
Really?
they're not real loud and noisy,
Yeah.
but they have a different
Yeah,
crow.
it's like a drunken crow.
And the females mock the other roosters around. It's the weirdest
You
thing.
get
I
a little
didn't know that
personal.
they did that. Yeah.
Oh my. So so we talked about chickens. You got 8 coops now.
I have to confess something.
Uh-oh. You getting the 9th one?
I've been to Wilco twice already.
Looking for
Yeah.
chicken.
You've been buying chickens?
They
No.
didn't have any. The first week they were supposed to have chickens, didn't come in because they were stuck in a snowstorm, so they didn't get them in that week. And then Bailey and I went in again, and they were sold out that fast.
Wow.
So yeah, I wanted to get some the white leghorns
Wow.
because they lay bigger eggs.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I
If-
confess, I've been looking.
If I got chickens again and it wasn't Rhode Island's, I think I'd try to get some of those um, white breasts, they call them American chickens.
Yes,
And
they're beautiful.
yeah, and they're I guess they're very large white eggs. So
Yeah.
anyway, so
Yeah, that's
but
why I want the leghorns, the white leghorns, because they
yeah,
lay the larger white eggs.
the only problem my customers are looking for the brown eggs, and so I kind of like I'm not sure how excited my customers would
They
be
would
about white.
probably love the copper. Their
Yeah,
eggs are
Dark. copper.
dark. The shells are kind of thick,
Yeah,
but they're a beautiful egg. They call them copper, but they're actually the eggs itself is a
Dark brown.
a darker brown, and a little bit shiny.
yeah.
But that's
Are
why
you-
I'm hatching more out right now because I want more flock of those
Yeah.
for selling to people.
Has any of your eggs been cracking from freezing?
This morning,
Have one this morning.
Yep.
Oh,
I had 3 of them.
tell them about the mystery egg.
The mystery egg.
Yeah, the one.
Oh, so John, since I have so many coops now, I don't get done with my chores before he gets done with the pigs. So he's been helping. Thank you, honey.
Yeah.
So he goes in the coop and he finds this little smaller tiny egg on the ground. And he asked me if I put a fake egg in there.
It was really light.
I never used never used a fake egg. And it was super light. So I took it and I went to crack it just to see why it's so light, because I could hear it rattling. There was a damn baby in there.
That's weird.
But it was already past, so I think it got frozen or something. But yeah, there was, and when I cracked it, I about pulled my neck out because it scared me because it popped so loud. You know when you go out in the woods and you step on these round things and the
Little puff
dirt
balls.
comes out? Yeah, that's what that egg did.
Huh. That's
So
weird.
I just knew a snake was jumping out of it. And then my next thing is my Silky, who goes broody all the time, was sitting on 2 eggs. One of them hatched out, and it was going to be another white one because it was all yellow. I went out there and I checked on it every morning and checked on it. And the 4th day, I could not find that bird anywhere. I still haven't found it. I thought maybe it fell in a mice hole or something. I stuck my hand down there with nothing. I don't know what happened to it.
Wow. So would it be appropriate to say that one of our friends that a lot of people on the show know might have had a new baby to their family?
She posted it on Facebook already.
Oh, so Amy,
I'm
you folks,
assuming it's okay.
a lot of people ask us about Amy, and she's doing well. In fact, last summer when we lost our mother pig and we had those 5 pigs to take care of, we went to Amy's place and got some goat's milk from them as we were getting the babies converted over to regular milk. Anyway, so she was very helpful.
We got them.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess we should continue with the story. As those baby pigs grew up and they did really well, and Jaylyn, kind of Sherry's sister, came in the summer and she helped take care of those pigs during the week she was here, and she just fell in love with them. And so we always called them Jaylyn's pigs. The funny thing is, you guys were looking for pigs, and I had 10 pigs in total. And so you guys came over and fell in love with those pigs because they were
every one of them
very friendly, because of course they were being fed by hand every day. So they were very, very friendly piglets. So you took them all. And
I
so
didn't want to. I didn't want to see them separated.
I know, so cute. Unfortunately, we lost one. I really felt sad. And we have no reason. It was kind of similar to us too. We lost a pig last year. And it was a feeder, and we have no idea why we lost it because
Yeah,
it looked
all
perfectly
of a
healthy.
sudden.
Yeah, just no sign, no nothing, and she was gone.
Yeah, well, and the same thing happened with yours. Yeah. So, anyway, you just never know about pigs. So, I got to tell you, being a pig, a pig breeder,
No comment.
being a pig breeder, I think you'll probably over time will get exposed to about everything that could happen. I mean, we had we actually lost a mother, full size pig. We've lost
That was
pigs
sad.
from getting squished just from rollovers on mamas, and so in the past 3 years that we've been doing pigs, I think we've seen almost every scenario of things that could go good or bad, and where we actually had to raise 5 piglets by hand last summer, which was kind of fun, but at the same time very demanding because we had to feed them like
Yeah,
quite
for
a
2
bit.
hours.
Yeah. So anyway, and we had some help on that, so it was kind of good. But so if you decide you're going into the breeding business, just be prepared that it's heartbreaking sometimes.
It's an adventure and it's
Anything
a
can
joy.
happen on the farm.
Yep.
It's an adventure and a joy.
Yeah, exactly. And so I wrote down here some of the things I was going to ask you guys about. So John, you don't have time to be making cages for your chickens anymore, right? Because it seems to me that you've had another project that you've been working
Oh
on.
yeah, the she shed.
The what?
The she shed.
The she shed. And
That
so
would be mine.
so I went over to go see this she shed, and it's a monstrosity. Here's one of my words. It's big.
It's
And,
the
so
Taj
it
Mahal of the she shed.
it was a little more than it was a lot more than a chicken coop. And
Yes.
so anyway,
What is
so
it, 8 by 12?
Yeah, 8 by 12 and kind of a slanted lean-to type roof. It took some doing to get that sucker the way I wanted it.
yeah, it looked like you had your hands full, and of course you started it just as the weather started to change.
Sure did.
So all I've been
But it
hearing
was
is
nice that day.
I've been hearing nothing but belly aching about freezing hands
Oh,
every day.
it was cold putting that thing together.
So she
But
better
I
appreciate
was
it.
trying to get it done before New Year's.
Yeah.
Well, first before Christmas. Well, that didn't work.
No,
Then
it was
before
too
New
cold.
Year's. And then finally about the 10th of January is when I finally got everything finished on it.
Yeah, I was out there helping him, but the minute it got too cold, my butt was in the house.
And hey, that's big.
Nope,
cold.
I'm done.
I keep getting visited by different dogs. But Sherry just got home.
Hi, Sherry.
She's not quite in the room yet. She can't hear you yet. I'll
How
let you
is
know.
Winter?
Winter has been in here. She's doing much better. So where we got through all the news yet. So this week we had Winter spayed on Monday. And it's actually the 3 dogs we've had all 3 dogs are done now. She was kind of the roughest one that we've had. She was just or the first day was tough for her. You guys came over and helped me out the first day because I was afraid because it was getting late in the day and I didn't get the pigs fed, and I was afraid to leave Winter alone. And it's like, and then Sherry was over in Salem because she had to go to seminars for the school district. So anyway, so you guys bailed me out. It wasn't a hard thing to do. It's just, I mean, when you saw her and you guys did, it was definitely one of those things where you get kind of concerned whether you want to leave her alone because she just seems so apt to maybe hurting herself.
Well, yeah, she was still a little bit sedated, I'd say. And you could tell she was starting to be in pain because she was whimpering.
Yeah. But as the second day was a little harder, but she was still upset tummy and all that stuff from medication and all that. Wasn't until the third day that she was really becoming normal. And so now she's pretty much acting normal. She's going outside, doing her duties. Everything's flowing well. And she wants to play with the other dogs, and we can't let her. Poor thing. We got to keep her on a leash.
Still?
What's that?
Do you have the cone on her?
No, I never used the cone. I put it on her for one time in a hallway, and she was afraid to move. The thing was monstrous on her head. Yeah. And it's like she was been acting really well about leaving her surgery alone. And so we haven't just been watching her close and then telling her no. She's licking her tummy and she's doing really well. So
I never kept those on my dogs either.
That's like when I had Bentley fixed. He wore it for just to get out of the doctor's office, and I took it off. He did not like that at all.
It was the cruelest thing you could do to a dog, I swear. And you guys all know Winter. She's such a rambunctious little dog. But I mean, she's been calm during all of this, so that's helpful.
She probably doesn't have a choice.
Yeah. So anyway,
for a couple more days, she'll be running again.
Oh yeah. Well, she'd be running now if I didn't keep her on the leash. So, and that's killing her. She's such a farm dog, and to put a farm dog on a leash is torture. So
yeah. And but better safe than sorry.
So that's the excitement with my dog. So, and you, by the way, since you guys had 3 dogs and you just lost the love of your life too.
Bentley.
Yeah.
Bentley, which is an older dog that you guys were raising. It was a boxer, right?
No, old English bulldog.
Oh, bulldog. That's what. So anyway, we got to kind of be around the last week and a half or so that you were dealing with it, and he was definitely kind of turned the corner really fast.
Yeah, way fast. He was only 8, going on 9, wasn't he?
No,
he's 9 going on 10.
Yeah,
but still, that's young for a dog.
Oh yeah,
but I don't know.
And by the way, I don't know what happened, and I need to analyze it though. But last time I've been having dogs spayed, it's been like at least the place we go, it's been around $400, $450. And this time, I don't know what's changed, and I haven't pursued it. I'm kind of irked about it. I go to pick up the dog, and they hit me for $800. And it's
wow.
They hit us. Yeah, I called before we took Bentley in there.
Yeah.
And they said it was going to be around $100 and some. We walked out of there $500 later to put our dog down.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. You don't walk out of any of them anymore under $200.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring that up just to kind of give people a heads up. But I hate to say that's something you want to shop around for, but $800 is a bit of a sting. I mean, it doesn't. Sherry and I can handle that, but I mean, it's still a shocker.
Yeah. I was shocked when he showed me the bill because I stayed in there with Bentley. Yeah, and he went out to take care of that part, and $500. That's not what they just told me on the phone.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I think you guys went to the same place I did, but
Terrebonne.
Yeah, so I think some reason I've raised the price. I don't know why, but
just everything else in the world that just goes with the flow.
Yep.
Like
so I wanted to make sure.
Or what? $18 a dozen.
I don't know. So,
Crazy.
and of course, I've got to bring the subject up is how's life under Trump for you guys?
Who is that?
I just, so, it's so funny. It's like, we're always been on the other side of the coin as far as what the state represents. And then this finally we get someone who represents us. And I've never witnessed us going around calling people names or using bad words about things or he's not my president, all that stuff. It's like it's a different world.
Those people
have gone completely unhinged.
I mean, I'm a type person. I'm not just a Republican. I'm not a Democrat.
Yeah, we're the same way.
People are just absolutely ridiculous.
I know. It's like, so that's, the one thing that's just been humorous is like I expected, I'll say the word Trump, to do what he's doing. He said he was going to do it. We knew he was going to do it. And we're all hoping, like, I hope we get him in there, because if he does what he says he's going to do, it's going to be fantastic. And he's doing it. And but it hurts. I mean, we know it's like we're not rooting for him because it's kind of like that. We know it's going to be inconvenient. And so the next year or two, it's going to be.
John is rooting for him.
What's that?
John is rooting for
him.
Yeah. So,
well,
anyway,
the big problem too is, he on the campaign trail, he'll say that he's going to lower the prices on food and stuff like that. But people have to realize it's not going to happen overnight.
I know, it's so funny.
It can't.
I know. I've been hearing some comments like, "Well, it hasn't done anything for prices." It was like, well, wait a minute. All the things he's doing now will help all
later.
That stuff. Yeah, later come down. But you got to get those prices down and interest down and all that stuff before that kind of stuff will happen. Because
Apple Farm RV Park.
I know. And oh, there it is. No complaints here. I was wondering.
People just have to be patient. Nothing's going to happen overnight. And you get on, the social media, and these people are so damn rude. Yeah. And they talk about, I just read this the other day. True, I don't know if it's true or not. But, some of the comments they put on there is, he's been golfing 100 times. Shit, he's only been in the office 3 weeks. And if he goes golfing once a week, don't you guys go do your thing once a week or whatever you want to do? Why are you bitching?
I didn't hear that. It's like, I heard you.
I read it. Yeah, I read it. It popped up on my phone. It's like you guys are just idiots.
You deserved the day to go play golf.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was kind of interesting. Life is definitely different. And for those of you that are just willing to realize that things are different and you're going with the flow and stuff, that's how we all should be, is cooperating one way or another. It doesn't mean we have to like everything, but anyway, but watching the ones that we're watching that are insane is just I think
that's the thing to say, Rob, is just kick back and grab the popcorn.
Exactly. The news has been so amazing to watch. What is like all these changes we expected, and then all this reaction is like, oh my gosh, these guys are acting like,
I know they're out there cussing and yelling and threatening. Yeah. It's like, you guys are adults, really?
I know. So that's what's been amusing. But I hope they outgrow it. Anyway, so
they're never going to stop.
It's going to be a very interesting 4 years.
His name is out there. They're not going to stop.
Yeah. And then, so it's been so with John, I hope he's watching the show still, but John, I am getting ready to call you and invite you to one of my other shows. My other show is called Easy Street. And it is a kind of a political show. We can talk about anything we want to, and it's not on the same platform, so we can get a little, get our hand, get stung once in a while, not complain. But anyway, I I don't know, I've been getting riled up to wanting to have some discussions on Easy Street just about this kind of stuff and just go into detail that what you would not normally do in a show like this. It's entertainment. But of course, Easy Street would be very entertaining with some of these subjects. So anyway, you may be, if you see us post any videos, I know John told me he was interested for doing some political stuff, but we do it in a fun way. But when we got here for 4 years, I felt like I was swimming over constantly. Now I feel I'm floating down a river.
I'm in my kayak right next to you, John.
Yeah. So bring your ice chest and then join my podcast, because I'm thinking of you, because I know you said you would like to do a show like that where you could talk your truth and not worry about it. And it's like Easy Street is designed for that. So
see, and
anyway.
You know what? You shouldn't really have to be worried about talking truth.
I know.
That's what really gets me. You're telling it like it is,
or how you see it.
That doesn't matter. It's your opinion. You shouldn't have to worry about talking about it.
Exactly. So we got another YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is called Cutting Edge Radio Network, and all the radio shows we've done over all the times, a lot of snippets of or shows are done on that platform. Anyway, so Easy Street is on the ones we've done already, and we actually have done a lot of Easy Streets, but we haven't done any for a year. And is she cooking anything good?
I was checking.
What's you cooking? What's cooking back there?
Of course.
Grilled cheese.
Air fried.
Air fried.
Air fried?
Best thing ever.
I thought she was cooking baby chickens.
Like I would let her cook my baby chickens.
Well, you said some were missing.
One, I have no clue where it went. I don't know if the rooster ate it or what.
It was more like a chicken nugget.
I should do a shout out to my sister.
I was really upset because it was going to be another white one.
By the way, before I forget, I should do a shout out to my sister. So my sister from Washington State, which is 10 years older than me, and she's really old.
Aww.
Anyway, it was really nice. I haven't had, my sister and I have not had, we had them here for 4 days, and we just haven't done anything close to that for a long time. So it was really nice to get caught up on things with their families and family stories and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, and they flew down here, and we were able to keep them in our fifth wheel, and they were very comfortable, and it all worked out really well. So anyway, and she brought her niece, I guess it would be, Holly, with her, and she's a little bit challenged, but she's handling things really well.
Daughter's daughter?
It's her son's daughter, which has passed away.
Your granddaughter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. So yeah. Anyway, so it's, she's took their family, her and her husband took the responsibility of helping them out, helping her out, and also the boy. And I have such respect for my sister for doing that, and she's done very well. So, I mean, you can imagine she's in her 70s and actually had to do parenting one more, a whole nother generation. So anyway, thank God. It's almost like they're on this earth just to make sure those two kids had someone to take care of them. So anyway, she's doing well, and it was really nice to have them down here. Unfortunately, they came down here. As soon as the airplane landed, it started snowing the whole time. So I don't know what impression they got of Central Oregon, because it's just my sister came out and visited the pigs, but she was freezing to death. And her granddaughter, to think about it, never did come back and see the animals, and she wanted to, but it was just too cold.
That
But,
she's a city slicker.
yeah, and so they but they did really well, and we had a good visit, and it was a really healthy thing for us to do, and I'm really glad they did it, and think I'm thankful that they got the gumption to get the airplane tickets to come down, and yeah, so it was all good, and I and of course I love the things about when you live in Central Oregon. Sometimes you take things for granted after a while, and it's some of the comments they go like, "It's so quiet here," and and then the people are different and polite and stuff, and it's like so, and there's still jerks here, but that
Yeah.
but it really stands out. And when you're from Washington State, the West Side, and come down here, you can tell the difference
Or
quick.
Portland. Just
Yeah.
take a trip to Portland. You'll be thankful.
I know. So I think it was a good trip for them to kind of realize that they now have a place to escape every once in a while, and I think this way they probably might see them come down more often because they saw the accommodations, and we had a nice fifth wheel for them to stay in and stay warm, and the whole work. So anyway, it was a good scenario. So so that's all I got on that.
Okay.
Well, is the grilled
I'm glad
cheese?
you had a good visit.
How's the grilled cheese going in the back here?
Smelling good.
It smells damn good.
She's not sharing.
No.
I haven't even heard her say, "Hey, would you two like what?"
She knows us. We all do our own thing.
Yeah, and she's stealing the milk too.
No, that's almond milk.
Almond milk.
Yeah.
Hey now.
What is
They
wrong with
actually
her?
make the little machines that go underneath the almond.
Oh my
They go,
god.
I know, it's like it's so hard to squeeze those suckers.
All milk is disgusting, if you ask me.
I would, John. I like milk. I'm just waiting for John to buy a cow and start milking every day.
We want to bring it over to your place. You have more room.
As long as you paid for it.
We would pay for it, and we would come over and feed it.
I know.
We
It's
just
like,
don't
if
have
we got-
room over here.
I just know if I got a milk cow, it's like John would be here every other day.
No, he'd be there every day milking the dang thing.
yeah, there ain't nothing like fresh.
Oh my
Cow
God!
milk.
When Amy was doing is it raw milk they call it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, that stuff was so good. I got one jar, fell in love with it, and I bought as much as I could from her while she was doing that. But
So did he, and then the cow dried up.
I know.
I thought I was going to have to get him a big hanky to cry in.
Oh
was
man,
terrible.
that was some good stuff though.
It was. It was great. And I got a chance to learn how to milk a cow. So, how's that sandwich?
It's still cooking.
So, what are we eating now?
Crap.
What is it?
A blueberry scone.
A blueberry stone.
I made them this morning.
Scone.
Stone. Oh, scone.
Scone.
Scone. Oh. And you didn't bring any over? She's
want
probably
snow?
going, well, we came over to help you with your dog, so you don't deserve it. It was kind of funny as you guys come tossing over here really quick, save me from my dog. And you brought, I want to say Bentley, but that's not her name. Is it?
Chassis?
Her behind me, behind you.
Oh, Bailey.
Bailey.
Bailey, not
Are
Bentley.
you calling her
Bailey.
a dog?
I know. Well, look, you gotta. They are close in names. But anyway, she came over and she got attacked by my golden retriever, and they loved you to death. So you've been over here a couple of times now, doing piggies and all kinds of stuff. So it's been nice to have you over here. And you're working in Bend now, right?
I'm in Redmond again.
Oh, and you're in the what's the category of what you do?
CNA.
Healthcare.
Oh, and what I've heard is that it's a pretty commendable job. So,
Oh yeah. Always busy.
and I'm still working on my vocabulary, but it seems to be coming back, so I'm happy.
Yeah, she's been off for a week, so she's really bored.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Can't wait to go back to work tomorrow.
She's having car withdrawals, is what it is.
What's wrong with, is her car down or is she just not going out?
No driver.
This is my first year driving in snow.
Oh, that's
And
a
she
piece of
found the
cake.
ditch.
Yeah,
Twice.
Wait,
No.
twice?
Once.
I went off the road, but
You know on Lower Bridge how that hill is before you turn on Chinook?
Yeah, which pretty much anybody on the ranch is
Yeah,
getting a wreck there once.
everybody knows that little tiny
A
slope.
stupid little hill, but it's just perfectly angled.
Yeah,
take
well,
that-
she found the ditch.
Yep, good job. Now
So
she
she
could
stayed
just
home a couple days, and she went out again. And this, no. Grampy's going to take her to work in the morning.
shoot. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't have to be exactly an hour anymore. So,
Okay.
but anyway, it was really actually great to do show. It's kind of good practice for us to get going on this again. And one of these days, I need to get John Pearson to kind of shake my ear and say when he's available to do some little experimental shows where we can talk about things that
If you
people
wanna do
normally
a
don't talk
politics
about.
show, I can jump right on there.
Oh yeah, well, you're invited. but I know
Like
John.
you had a choice, right?
But
You know what? I'll let you boys do the politics
we'll have an
thing.
all boys show.
Yeah.
And we still got to use a little protocol to make sure we don't get shut down. But anyway, some of the stuff going on is very interesting. I'd like to talk about it, and I like to talk about it, especially since we are Republican or conservative. We might have a different take on it than other folks, but
He said,
I
great
think,
to see
I think
you. Shoot for next week. I hope so, John. Miss you guys.
oh yeah, it'd be funny. I still think you think I'm over here as a handicapped guy over here. It's like I have news for you. And nope.
We won't let him. We make him go get hay and
Yeah,
we do all kinds of stuff.
you're trying to kill me. Well,
You
anyway,
don't pick up the phone when I call anymore for some damn reason.
well, it's good. You don't get a load of this. What if you had a friend that calls you up? You answer the phone, and the first thing you hear is, "What you doing?" It's like,
Yeah, Rob.
I mean, it doesn't even talk to you or say hi or anything. It's first the "What you doing?" It's like, I'm getting ready to beat
You've
my
got
wife.
to be talking to yourself because that's exactly what you did to me today.
Well, yeah. Now that I know how the rules are,
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, we have a very good relationship.
At
So
least once a day, it's either call or text. Like you're doing.
yeah, she's always checking up on me. And it's amazing how many things we have in common. Having folks that we're kind of keeping our eye on and helping out and everything. So yeah, you guys have been nice support to us and getting us through the stroke scenario.
Now
we
we
just
can
have a
get
few things.
Sherry retired.
Sherry is amazing. I don't know how she's gone through this year.
She's
And
a strong woman.
yeah, and you guys have been a lot of help because that's a lot to handle, and she's doing great. And I wish I could, come along faster, but strokes take a little while. But
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting there.
You're
yeah,
doing great.
we're batting 100, so I have no complaints. So
Hey, you're walking and moving and doing things, so you're
and
doing
I'm ready.
great.
I'm ready to harass John Pearson. So yeah, I'm ready. And you know what? I have not yet get any of that apple cider yet.
And you're not gonna get any
Why?
because you got to go down and see him.
Well, that's coming up this summer, and I'm going to be expect to get some of that out of him. But I kind of like to come home with at least a bottle because he's kind of chintzy.
His honey is excellent.
Oh yeah, it was honey. I mean, yeah, I got some of that for goodness sake. I used it all. I'm actually going out and buying it again. But yeah, I used all of his honey. I think I had 2 jars of it. It's gone.
We need to go in and have him ship it to us, pay for shipping. Well, and the honey, of course.
Yeah, but I need some of that cider he makes. because it's really good. But anyway, guys, we got to get going. So I want to thank John and Debbie very much. And I got a chance to see how you guys cook in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
It turned out really good.
you can
It
be in
takes a lot of effort to stand around and watch the numbers go down.
As I say, we ought to put her in the middle of you two for a podcast.
Oh, then
Yeah, we
could
see
do that.
what we can fit 1 hour is harassment.
Yeah, get a 21-year-old perspective.
That's
I don't think
right.
That's a
We
good
got-
idea.
we gotta
Me
open
neither,
up-
'cause she takes a lot like, or acts a lot like me.
At least she's not afraid of the camera like you're a brother.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's see. Oh, you got 45 gallons ready?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Okay, we've got to go to his house.
Well, now we gotta wait for the snow to go away.
I know.
Thanks, John.
That's the only reason why he says he's got 45. By
No,
the time
we can
it,
go
like,
the
2
long
weeks
way
go by,
around.
when 2 weeks go by, he'll be like, "Oh, I only have 10 gallons left."
Got tired of waiting for
So,
you.
so what flavor is the one you got on 45 gallons of, or is it a couple other more than one flavor? I did get some of it. He has a I don't know what you call that, where he keeps it on the porch of his house
In the
in
barrels,
a barrel type thing. Yeah. And,
Fermenting?
fermenting it.
yeah, something like that. But anyway, I pretty much had to arm wrestle him for like another glass. And
Oh, God. It's like I don't give you coffee when you come over. I got your
that's right. But anyway, well, I guess I made it to a 2-hour show anyway, a 1 hour show anyway. So, but anyways, we've got to go because my wife's working away in the kitchen and I'm not helping. So, anyway, thank you, John and
Give
Debbie.
her a
Thank you
hug
very much.
for me.
And I think we need to do this on a more regular basis. So,
Yeah, I
Okay.
missed it.
yeah, it's kind of fun. So, I
Mhm.
think I think I'm going to keep it on the agenda for next Thursday. So I'll try my best.
I'll send Rev a text.
What's that?
I'll send Rev a text.
Sounds good.
See if he's up for it. All different. My cake
Blackberry?
says blackberry. Oh, I'm in.
Oh my God, Huckleberry?
Ooh, I'm in again.
Yeah. Well, you just grab the van and we'll let John drive us there. Just all four of us,
We'll take the
or five
truck.
of us.
Yeah, we'll take the truck. At least I got 4-wheel drive.
I sold the van. Yeah, I don't have the van anymore. I sold it.
Oh, geez.
Nobody liked to drive it, so I sold it.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but we can all fit in the truck.
Wow. All right. Well, let's see if I can
We got a
find.
step stool you can use to get into it. I've been dying my whole life to say that to somebody.
Okay, hang in there. I got to find the right button before I can say goodbye. Okay, I'm ready to go. So, you guys, have a great day. Thank you
Good
for
night,
watching.
everyone.
And leave us a note when
Bye, John.
don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
RangerRob, country